and I be yelling out gang gang. Do you gang bang? I be outside with my gang gang. Chuck your gang signs if you gang bang. They out gangs. I'm from the deuce, the four, the 6 to 8 to 9. I'm from the deuce, the four, the 6 to 8 to 9. I'm from the deuce, the four, the 6 to 8 to 9. I'm from the deuce, the four, the 6 to 8 to 9. And I'll be sliding down Rose Trans with my close friends. I'm a grown man. I with gang gang. You at gang gang. Big dog tags at your chain chain. Like a orangutan. And I be sliding like the thug dude. And I'm a, then it's up. On the deuce, on the O, in a guy park somewhere, you got it. That's on Roy. That's on Roy. I'ma go nuts like I'm enjoying. What's up with y'all? How y'all doing, man? Here I come. Here I come, bro. All right, let's get it, man. It's the deuce, the four, the 6 to 8 to 9. I'm from the deuce, the four. I'm from the four, the four. Up the stove. I had to go. Oh, let's get it, man. Ah. Let's get it, Brody. How y'all doing? Is everything blue? Let's everything blue. Let's get this thing blue. It's a beautiful day and a beautiful night. My chain bang blue in the light. I'm beautiful when I grind. All right. What's up with the Lokes, man? What's up with all my good people, man? Camron, man. Killer Cam, killer, killer. Hi, killer. Cam got something to say about everybody. Got something to say about him. On everything. Where my headphones at? Oh my god. Y'all, hold on, y'all. Shout out to the Twitch side. Shout out Twitch. Salute, West Side. Oh, what's up with the Twitch side, man? You know how it go. We just getting started, baby. You know what I'm saying? Another night with your boy OEM Slim. Get this one, no more. Killer. I'm like, yeah. Come on, let's get this going. Killer Cam, man. Killer Cam, man. Camron, man, speaks on everything going on. Hold on, make sure my headphones is in the right slot right now. So, how do I sound, y'all? Do I sound echoey or do I sound like, you know what I'm saying? Because every time I put these headphones in, these headphones are connect, not my mic. So, do I sound clear? Do I sound, oh my God. That's what I'm talking about. And I wonder, baby, would you still love me? You still calling you? I can't believe Flacco dropped that video. Listen, Flacco, King, AK-47, all type of, man, you know, and it's like, I don't get even in that zone. I want to be somewhere, another zone. I'm going Camron and what he got going on, East Coast style, and what they were saying type stuff. Let's get it.
Something like my hand on a cannon, push a button like I'm Lando or Landon. Climbing up the charts, how you smart but you can't understand it. You will never see us famished, so vanish.
Ooh.
For real.
Ooh.
Welcome to the project.
To start this off, it's dope to see what you're doing, and I'm proud of that.
Oh, thank you.
Right,
man.
especially being in this lane.
Yep.
To watch you, like I watched your music career. Right. You know what I mean? I've been around for that, especially being in New York. You know what I mean? And then you take it from the music and you pivot into this podcasting industry, but you're not doing it like everybody else. You're giving podcasters who are paying attention a different lane that you're paving to get in. So
thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, bro.
So what has been the thought process behind getting this done and getting into the media? Did you at first feel like, I'm not really into this shit? Or how did it work? Because you see these streamers now, right? They talk to like, I feel weird talking in front of a camera and things like that.
Well, when I first started, it is what it is. A lot of people was asking me to be on their podcast or do a podcast, and I was like, I don't know. I don't want to have to talk to niggas for a living. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I never really wanted my own podcast. And then I didn't want to be on people's podcasts neither, because I'd be feeling like, how many times you going to tell the same story?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You see somebody on one podcast, and then the next podcast, somebody asks you the same question. Now you're just all over the internet with the same story. So I never really want to do a lot of interviews, because I don't do a lot of interviews because it's only so much you could talk about when you're not doing a lot of shit. Not saying me, I got a bunch of shit to talk about, but I just feel like I need to preserve the right stories or the right information for the right time. So I would be arguing on the phone with my friends about sports, and when I get ready to hang the phone up, it'd be like an hour, 2 hours, I'm on the phone with them arguing. And I'd be like, yo, I should just do a sports podcast, because to me, it would be people talking about sports, but it would be like in their kitchen or in their living room, you know what I'm saying? And then you have people who's on cable television or apps or whatever, you know, just the primetime sports shows, and they can't talk how they want to talk because they have to follow the rules and regulations of whoever their company they're in, whether it's Fox or ESPN or whatever. So I'm like, if I get a professional background and then talk how I usually talk to my niggas on the phone or the barbershop, the dice game, whatever, but wear a suit, get a professional background, build a set, and then talk sports how we talk sports, I think that'll be dope. So I just invested in myself and said, let me give it a shot. I don't know how it's going to go, but I put some money to the side, and I said, this is how much money I'm going to spend on this, and then I'll see how it goes. And then I did like 3 episodes before Mace came on, because I invited Mace on as a guest. And he came on, then he said, you want to go half? And I was like, yeah, because Mace doesn't do a lot of shit. So when he wanted to do it, I was very surprised. And a lot of people kind of know our history. Like, you know, we grew up together, then spoke, stopped speaking, whatever. And so for us to be together, it was really dope, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's how it really came about. But I just seen people in the podcast space in their living room, professional people, can't talk the way they really want to talk. And then I put it together. That's how it came about.
And it's super dope.
No,
Let me ask you, like,
then I didn't really know how much money was like in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did like 3 episodes even before Mace came on, and it was I forget the name of this company, Anscape, I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken. They like offered me $1 million, and I only did like 3 shows. I'm like, oh, it's some money in this space.
oh, yeah.
So that's kind of how it took off.
Well, now, when I know when I was looking, when I started doing shows, I was looking for the right co-host.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At what moment did you feel like, because I know obviously there's all that history with Mace,
Right.
but there's still like, all right, is it going to work out? Because, you know, you're doing something with media, and obviously you're getting some sort of a deal offer like that. You already know what type of bag you're going to end up getting.
Right.
Did you feel like skeptical? Is it going to work with Mace at first, or you just knew right off rip?
Well, I did it without Mace, like I said, 3, 4 episodes, and I had my old high school coach, which is still my man to the day. Like, you know, not even high school coach. He's my coach when I wasn't playing in high school for the summertime, AAU and all that. And he really knowledgeable on sports, but when the camera came on, he wasn't talking.
Yeah.
And then when you say cut, he go crazy. And I'm like, yo, you need to do that shit on the camera.
That on the show, fam.
Right. And then I had a moderator, and we was practicing the night before, but then when the lights came on, she couldn't read off she froze up. And they both my friends. I'm just telling the story of what happened. Yeah. So it was my man Kevin Spence in Miami, who does a lot of production down there. We put out like I don't know how he did it, like a blog, whichever you call like a warn ad, so to speak. We're looking for a moderator, and that's how he found Stat Baby. She was writing for the show. She's behind the camera at first, and then we brought her in front of the camera. She wasn't scared of anything. She was comfortable. Then when I invited Mace, like the 4th or 5th episode, you know, me and him be on the same type of time, so even if we didn't speak for however many years or whatever, it just clicked immediately, you know what I'm saying, to the fact when he was like, let's do half. And like I said, I was shocked because Mace doesn't do a lot of shit. So just kind of felt like a hand in a glove, so to speak, and then we went from there.
Yeah.
See, he probably saw the value in rocking with you, too. And then if y'all 50-50, it's like, well, we really going to do this then.
Yeah, absolutely. It was good. And he knows basketball really well, so it was good.
Yeah, who better? You know, if that's the only.
At basketball?
No, I'm saying who better to add on as an
Oh, I
an
thought
addition?
you getting so much competition. I didn't know what you was asking, but yeah, like I said, Mace, like, it's dope because we get to talk about a lot of stuff that we didn't get to talk about as growing up, because basically we kind of just been off and on our whole professional career as far as being friends. We're cool and not cool and don't speak for 10 years. So, but sitting down with him this last 3 years, it's been super dope. It's been fun. And then we address it.
Yeah, Gucci and Pooh Shiesty, I'll be addressing that tomorrow on the morning show, on the Odium Slim show, live show in the morning, grind time. I got the whole thing by Pooh Shiesty and stuff. We're speaking on that tomorrow. So catch me around 8 o'clock tomorrow, Pacific Standard Time. It should be on. It should be on. Straight up. Yeah. Straight up. But yeah, man, let's go.
Issues that we had with each other and laugh it off. Like, a lot of people can't do that. Like, we'll talk about when he dissed me with the Oracle. I'll talk about when I dissed him in a rap song, but we're grown enough to be over that and to laugh about it and be cool about this shit. A lot of people can't do that.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
And he was out there preaching for a long time, too.
He still does.
Yeah.
Every week he still does go back and preach in Atlanta. So shout out to him and what he does. Every week he does.
Yeah,
he has a church out there, yeah.
That's super dope. You know, for me, a lot with this, being from New York, being from Buffalo, obviously there's a separation. Right. I always tell people the town, y'all say the city, you know what I mean? Right. It's a complete separation.
Right.
But we grew up listening to that.
Right.
You know, I remember the one track where you end the verse with we could cut the static like a cordless.
Right.
You know what I mean? The one Children of the Corn track with you, Mace, McGruff.
Right.
And there was always Big L involved.
Yeah.
Early on with your careers, we didn't see Big L on either of your first albums. Mm-hmm. Was there a reason for that?
No, not really. It was like So Big L, shout out to Big L, RP by Big L. He's from my neighborhood, and we grew up with each other to where I didn't even know he was rapping. He didn't know I was rapping. It took somebody else from that's shout out to me and Twan, that wasn't from our neighborhood to tell us each other that we both was rapping and shit. And then we see each other on the block. He's like, "You rap?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You rap?" Because I played basketball. And then he ended up getting a deal, and he put me on my album. As far as him not being on my album, my first album I didn't have a lot of control over. I was just trying to get it right outside the entertainment. And it was more about following the direction of Un and Jacob York, because they came from Biggie Smalls and success with Little Kim and success with Junior Mafia. And so I wasn't really questioning anything they did because they had success with all these people. So it wasn't really like an opportunity to put Big L on my album. I'm pretty sure if I asked, because I wasn't doing everything I wanted to do, they probably would have said yeah, but I was more about trying to make sure my project was right before making sure anybody else was a feature or anything else. You got to realize at this time when I was doing my project, Mace had just sold 3-4 million records, so I'm like, I need to compete with that, and not necessarily compete, keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my man. So I'm trying to sell at least 1 million, and I didn't sell 1 million. I went gold, so I was mad about that. You know, everybody else be happy about a gold album. But as far as Mace not putting him on his album, you know, Mace talked about it on the show. I never knew all this stuff, but Mace felt the way that Big Al didn't put him on his album. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then coming to find out, those two didn't have the best relationship growing up. Yeah. You know, I didn't know that, but because there's so much going on in our neighborhood. There's a million things going on in Harlem at that time. So I didn't know their relationship was the way it was till, you know, Mace elaborate on some of this.
Yeah.
What made you change your style on Confessions of Fire, especially when you had records like Confessions, Death, and Violence? Why did you change your style?
Like I said, my first album, I was like partnering with Un, and Un is a very creative guy. So a lot of times, it was my ideas too. We just did a collaboration album. But at the end of the day, you got to change with the times. You got to reinvent yourself. And to me, it's not a lot of people who keep the same tone the whole time. Maybe Jay-Z, and even Jay-Z plays with his flow from time to time, but you're not going to be in the business this long and not reinvent yourself. You know what I'm saying? So we see a bunch of artists that come in and fade out, have a great album, don't have a great second.
This from teacher. These are New York people we want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Camron, being from New York. Don't talk with a whisper. She is saying. She is. Shout out to the Blue Room. Shout out to Twitch and all the stuff. Let's get the mics up, y'all. Get the mics up, man. You know what I'm saying? For sure, we got the Gucci stuff going tomorrow. We're going to have Flacco video going tomorrow. All the stuff. So I know y'all want to see what's going on tomorrow and all that. I got to set it up for tomorrow. I can't just get, I got 3 different shows, 4 different shows. I'll be trying to get them saying we got everything tomorrow. Right now, we on Gucci. And we on Camron, New York. He's your man. He's your man. Nigga, the mayor. You know what I'm saying? Big Gotham, cuz. Let's get it. Shout out New York, the boss of all bosses to slap up there with T.I., the league, and Jeezy King, man, the Snowman, I swear, hey, God, that's my shit.
Third album, because they're not reinventing themselves. So
from another planet.
I think it was more my first album as being an artist. When you could get to come home with me, I was already pushing the Diplomats and everything else and trying to start a movement. So I kind of look at, I don't know if you ever see the Wu-Tang series, but I kind of went through the same thing RZA went through. He had a single he was a regular artist, had a single on the label. It really wasn't him. He got out that deal and started Wu-Tang Clan. And that's kind of the same path I went on. So you got to reinvent yourself. You can't do the same thing for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. You got to do something different to keep people entertained because there's always something new coming out.
And you were early on with that style like M had, where you used to be mad graphic about shit. Do you feel like you didn't want to stay in that same lane either, knowing that he's doing that?
No, it was more about I went gold and Mace sold 3. How to get platinum, you know what I'm saying?
Shit out.
That really wasn't working for me to sell a lot of records. You know
Shout
what
out
I'm saying?
Keita.
Being lyrical and, you know, having those creative records. To me, people get more out of the artist when they can relate to the artist. When you say, I want to dress like this nigga, I want to wear what he has going on, or he's rapping about a situation that I've been through. So it's being about more relatable to me than being lyrical. Yeah.
Huddy 6 was a part of Harlem World, and I know you got Harlem World tatted on you, right?
Yeah.
Why weren't you a part of that? Is there a specific reason for that?
Yeah. It's kind of the time me and Mace kind of fell out, but like Hud is my man. Hud didn't really rap. Me and Mace thought that Hud would sell it. He's a good salesman, you know what I'm saying? So I remember Mace assembling, talking about who he should get for the group. And some of the people in the group didn't even rap. We just thought that they could really sell it. Shout out to my man Sugar J. Shout out to Huddy 6, RP Huddy 6. But we thought those were artists that could sell it. But this was kind of like the time that me and Mace fell out at our first time falling out or whatever. So that's kind of like our reason why I really wasn't on that project.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you recall that verse? Because I remember the story of Mace having you rap for Big.
Right.
Right? Do you remember that verse?
Nah, I rapped it wasn't one verse. It was probably like 12, 13, 14 verses because Big was in the middle of doing an album and he had a bunch of beats, and every beat that he put on, I just rapped. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember which rap it was, but I knew that me and Mace used to write rhymes like, you know, you got to realize this is pre-cell phone. We had a pocket full of rhymes
You had
all the
shit
time.
ready.
Yeah, so we was always ready no matter what the situation was. So I don't remember what it was, but I know I went in there and rapped for probably about 25 minutes straight. And by the time I finished, he was like, he wanted to do business. So that was good.
So I got a little history here for you.
Okay.
Shit. Yo, check the situation. That game is laced in mad obligations, fixing consideration. Cast act strangely. What though you change me? Cosplay my own team more so they could play me. FBI frame me. Inside the blue breed. Lace me with 2 keys. Gucci and
Is that what I wrote for him?
Yeah. So there's a hip hop historian. That these are the bars that Camron spit for Biggie when he got signed. You know what I mean? So. I wanted to bring that out because I know that was a historical moment.
I fuck with hip hop historian, yo. You know what's crazy? I be DMing him because he be out. I was looking for this song I did over a Charlie Brown beat, so I DM'd him. I'm like, yo, find this song, bro. You the only one who might could be able to find this song.
You got the resources.
Yeah, and he was telling me how he found the song with my lyrics over a Charlie Brown beat, but I'm like, that's not it. More of the story, he's only 28 years old. He told me.
Yeah.
Damn.
Word. And that's crazy for him to be 28 to do all this homework and dive in everything, man. So shout out to hip hop historian, man.
And to get it right.
Yeah, man.
You know?
He's 28 years old to be knowing all the stuff that he knows. He's really taking the time and diving into doing his homework and due diligence.
Yeah, some people have a different type of respect for the craft,
Right.
Which has always been an amazing thing, you know what I mean? And that's something that I wanted to bring because I'm like, I want to see if I could stump him with this, you know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie. You could have told me that was for Russell Simmons. You gotta realize that this is literally, not even figuratively, literally 30 years ago. Like,
Hey, come on, y'all. Can I get that people? Come on. We got 240 people here. Come on, get 100 likes, man. Can we get 100 likes, man? Let's get 100 likes. We're in here going crazy. You know what I'm saying? We going against everybody. It's us versus everybody, bro. Y'all can't be fighting each other. Y'all can't be fighting, you know what I'm saying? Let's get them likes up, y'all. We fight against the big Gotham. He's a man. He's a man. You know what I'm saying? We fight by him and his squad. We fight against the algorithm. We fight against, you know what I'm saying, all these people. I need y'all help. Get them likes up, bro. That's all I'm saying. We gonna go through this thing. We gonna pop our 1-2 step. We gonna do it like Sierra. 1-2 step. Pop out. Everybody 1-2 step. You know what I'm saying? The double tap the screen. You know what I'm saying? Get that 3-prong in the corner. Hit that like button. Hit them likes up, man. Get them likes up. Hey, what's up, Slim? You still rock with Script Mac? Yeah, come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's the easiest thing to do. Hell yeah. It's my boy. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Get them likes up, y'all. Come on. Let's get them going. It's a man. It's a man. Spiritual warfare. It's spiritual warfare. It's going down. Good versus evil. Sheesh. It's whistle versus English. They got the whistle language. It's all right. Double tap the screen, double tap the screen, double tap the screen. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Double tap the screen.
I went and did this in 95, end of 95, I believe. So it's over 30 years ago that I actually rapped for Big.
It's a great story.
Hell yeah. Did you, with Dipset, did you sell Dipset to Asylum, Warner, and where does it stand with you today?
No, I never sold it to them. They licensed it from us to where they could use it on our albums, so on and so forth, et cetera. But I never sold it to them. What we do is I just make sure that I up on the logo so we could do clothing and so on and so forth. Because it's so many different, like when you copyright something, right, it could be for air fresheners, clothes, sneakers, a car wash, a restaurant. So as long as it be for music and clothes, that's all I really care about. Because it'd be so many people like, I got the Diplomat just then, and I'm like, all right, go open a car wash. Nigga. I don't care about opening a car wash, you know what I'm saying? But as long as it's music and clothes, cool. But I don't really like dwelling on the past, like just trying to move shit to the future. But the logo is so powerful and people always love it.
I want to say that before, you know what I'm saying? Just because it's my, I just double tapped. No, for sure. Appreciate the love, bro. I want to say this, bro. I got a homie, bro, that I met on this YouTube shit. And for about a year and a half, 2 years, he been going through some things, but I don't want to say what he's going through because I don't know exactly what he's going through medical-wise, but he was in the hospital till he had a trait in his throat, man. It's my boy. I seen him from growing it. From you know what I'm saying? Watched him grow, bro. On game. Watched him grow, bro. And it hurt my heart when it first happened. That shit crushed me. Cause like, damn, I hope nothing, you know what I'm saying? I know he was going through, bro. And now every day I watch the nigga grow and get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Him eating all this fly ass foods and stuff. Him going through things and him grinding. And I be watching everybody in the world have excuses. Dead homies, bro. I get up every day and I watch this man get up every day, bro. With traits in his throat, going through the struggles, all type of stuff, getting up and getting to it. Man, that's inspirational, bro. I just seen him right now, so that shit inspirational. I swear to God, I'll be like, man, I'll be tired, man. Shit, stop being tired, then.
So that's why I always make sure we keep it for merch and for music, if need be, as far as music is concerned. But I do so many other different things. I don't like sitting here always going to Diplomat. But I don't mind talking about it because people love it. I can't help what people love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's kind of like for me sometimes, it's just, like you see I'm wearing it now, it's iconic shit, but sometimes for me, just me, it'd be like, yo, do you be asking Dr. Dre about NWA every minute? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
You wanna know what's up with Beats by Dre? You know what I'm saying? You wanna know what the next beat is? So that's where I'm trying to get. I'm not there yet, but I want to make sure I create something to where it's just as big as the Diplomats. Or, you know, that's why I do Pink Horsepower.
I got one coming. I'm going to take a vacation at the end of the year. Well, after I'm done grinding at the end of this year, I'm going to take a vacation. I'm going to Puerto Rico or something, Costa Rica or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm going somewhere like that. I'm taking a vacation at the end of this year, bro, around November. Yes, sir. Good vacation. You know what I'm saying? Good. Y'all gonna see it. I'm gonna be vlogging at that time.
That's why I do It Is What It Is, or just trying to create brands just as big, but Diplomat's nostalgia, and it's not gonna go nowhere no time soon.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're so close to it, and you've been so close to it forever.
Right.
Where, you know, for the fans and supporters, it was something that we were really passionate about. And that's why those questions are always coming up about the reunion.
Yeah.
It's never gonna end. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to see it.
As far as like a reunion is concerned, you gotta realize, right, when I say this, right, and I don't mean no bad way. Everybody might not be on the same page or whatever, right? But you gotta realize this, right? I'm just doing some math for you. So Diplomat run, our first mixtape was 2001, probably. 2001, and it probably ended 2007, 2008, probably, like when we all just said, fuck it, or I said fuck it, or whoever said fuck it, they went their ways. And our first reunion that we did was 2010. We did a big reunion down at Manhattan Center in New York.
You got like button. You already know about my boy Reckless podcast. Nah, for sure, bro. I feel like, I'm telling you the truth, I don't feel like I deserve it yet. I feel like I'm still in grind mode. You know what I'm saying? What Nipsey say? Best position of my life. My future looking bright. Them Louis on my face, and I'm not blinded by the light. I'm out here in grind mode. Best position of my life. My future's looking bright. Them Louis on my face, and I'm not blinded by the light. I'm out here in grind mode. Hey, I'm in my, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming into my position, and I'm trying to get it cracking, bro. I'm trying to get it cracking. Kevin, good looking, bro. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it cracking. So I just woke up right now. Woke up, hit my tooth, spit it out. Nigga, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Got my baby ready, get in the tub. Ooh, get the food ready for her. Got her food. Back streaming.
And so today we kind of still don't really be on the same page. Everybody's doing their thing. Congratulations to them and everything. But if the first reunion was in 2010 and we still don't got it right, 2026, that's 16 years of not getting it right. The run was only 7 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's wild
People
because
don't look
it
at
felt
it
like
that.
so much more.
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
good, gangland?
Absolutely.
Slow
Because
down,
we put
what's
out a
happening?
lot of material in a short amount of time. But like I said, everybody's doing what they do. So I wish everybody luck. But just trying to get it right. It's been 16 years of trying to get a
And this what bro just said, bro. Ain't no trying, bro. You know what I'm saying? I took that word out of my, you know what I'm saying, vocabulary. I'm doing, about to do, on my way to do, planning to do. You know what I'm saying? All that trying, couldn't, all that. I got the English dictionary break you down. That makes you a failure without you even saying it, without you knowing. Self-consciously, you doubt yourself. You push failure to yourself. So I try to get all that out of my regiment daily. Oh, I gotta do that. Oh, it'll be done. It'll be done. Boom, put it down. Write it down. Confirm that shit, bro. And the more I practice and stay disciplined, work out. Like right now, I didn't work out. I didn't work out today, right? I missed my workout, cuz, on the set. So I get off this live, bro, I'm busting down. I'm getting on Discord, my Discord people, I'm getting on this floor. I'm busting down because I gotta get cracking. I can't, it's my boy said, we ain't celebrating holidays. We celebrate our own type of holidays. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Tiny Flint, my nigga. Tiny Flint says consistency days, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the second day of day 2 of consistency. Straight up. That's just what I'm on, fool. Welcome to consistent days, bro. Constant days of consistent, nigga. Of hard work, discipline. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have our own shit. It's program time, bro. Straight up. Nigga, we gotta be consistent with our program, consistent with our family, consistent with our thing, and it's reliable. Nigga, that's what I'm saying. Every day, consistency day, nigga. Wake up, day 5, and look, bro, on the dead homies. And the good part of having the consistency days, bro, with me and my nigga got going on, nigga, some days you might fuck up and say, boom, I just broke it. So day 164 was broken. Bam. I chilled out. I didn't do nothing. I stayed there, kicked with the family. You know what? Tomorrow is day one, consistency day. Next day is back again. Day one, I'm back on the grind. Just because you fall off the thing doesn't mean you got to get back up. He said, at first you don't succeed. First you don't succeed. Ooh, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again. Try again. At first you don't succeed. You got to keep going, bro. Stay consistent, bro. Whatever program you do, working out, reading books to your family. You know what I'm saying? Stay consistent on positive things and informing positive things in your life, in your kid's life, in your partner's life. Nigga, 8 days of not arguing. Day 10 of not arguing. Y'all, we argued the other day. Don't trip. You know what I'm saying? Day 1. Starting over, dusting off, getting an understanding, and get back on that and get back on track, bro. That's what we on. I'm on that with my people. So all that trying to I'll go broke on the holiday. Hey, go make sure you get an Easter basket. Hey, make sure you get some Christmas gifts. Nah, man, make sure you're consistent, man, to your family. Make sure you're present. Stay present. Cause sometimes we get these deep little things, bro, and we wear off. We go otherwhere. We go different places, cuz on the dead homies. You know what I'm saying? We go different places, bro. We try to break the matrix in one wop. And we got kids right here next to us while we pondering for hours trying to figure this shit out and trying to break this shit down and try to decode this web. We got kids, they hungry. They need to eat. They need to take their baths. They need to read their books. They need that time. They need that bondage. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you do that as well. You know what I'm saying? On game. But let's get it, bro. Mine matters,
right. You know what I'm saying?
Now, understanding or trying to understand your business mind, you once sued Nike over Joel Santana's commercial deal with them. What didn't you like about that specific deal, and why did you do that?
Well, at the time, I think they paid Just Blaze $250,000 to do it, right, for the beat. Young Jeezy was supposed to do it. He wanted the same amount that Just Blaze was getting. They didn't want to give Young Jeezy that. So they wanted to give Joel's like 10% of that. I was mad at that first. Like, yo, now I know it's a good look for Nike, cool, but they did it without checking in with not just me, with Def Jam, because you have to clear it before you can just put it out. Nike's a big company. Right. So I just felt like at the time, like if it was somebody white that you had to deal with, you would have followed the right protocol for talking about Nike.
Chain of command.
Right, there you go. So, but because it's me and they just did it, they like, oh, whatever. You don't have to check in with me, and Joel's was signed to me at the time. So it really wasn't about just suing Nike. It was more about, yo, follow the protocol. Not just that. Let's give my man some more money because y'all niggas are already trying to give him 10% of what the producer made. Young Jeezy wasn't your first choice. Young Jeezy already done turned it down. So now y'all trying to lowball him. So those were kind of the factors on why I did that.
That's fire, though. See, the thing is, they hate when melanin skin, I'm gonna say indigenous man, melanin skin man. Y'all can say black if y'all want to call that. I'm gonna say indigenous. I'm gonna say melanin skin. I'm gonna say things in them natures. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm tired of saying black. I told myself yesterday, I'm tired of talking backwards and trying to move forward. You know what I'm saying? He said black, black, black on black on black on black on black on black on black, 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 black on black on. Fuck all this black and black and black and black, 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 black on black on black on black on black on black on black. You know what I'm saying? It's a goddamn color. You know what I'm saying? We a nation of people. Straight up. We indigenous to this land and to every land. Let's keep it 1,000. But to my indigenous people, to my, you know what I'm saying, they don't like that we understand. Once we start figuring this stuff out and understanding and challenging their authority, that's what the problem coming at. That's what the problem coming at. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, for sure. My nigga Flint, you already know. Shout out to the Twitch side. My boy, you already going crazy over there. Y'all ain't got Twitch already, man. Shout out to the Twitch, ODM Slim Show on Twitch. Tap in. You know what I'm saying? We over there right now, going crazy.
That yeah, well, I mean, you're doing a lot of dope shit right now, which will make it, like obviously, and you could tell by the way you speak.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of people, what I was doing when I was preparing for this interview was to make sure I tried to stay away from anything controversial.
I don't
because
really care, though.
but I see your growth in it,
Yeah.
right? Like you could tell where you're like, you know how to get your bread.
Yeah,
That's one thing for sure, because we get them. I've sat down with Dion.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
And Dion is a great dude, and he was just kind of like kicking game to us.
Right.
And saying how amazing you are at what you're doing.
No, I
you know what I
appreciate it.
mean?
Yeah, shout out to Dion,
Yeah,
and Avio, everybody up there, man.
Yeah. It's just good to see again, like when I'm sitting down and having a conversation with him, and he's like, here goes how we could help shape your career. You paying attention to what's going on. It's like, yeah, I see that. You see this deal.
How you feel today? You ain't ready to press somebody today? Moo moo. Ooh la, come here, pressing everything. You know what I'm saying? She stand on business. Mulan like Rush Roulette. You fuck with her, I'm telling you now. Anybody in here, y'all fuck with her, bro? It's like Rush Roulette. She gonna blow your ass. Boom. Black, black, black on black on black. Rush Roulette, watch out. That's what we talking about. Oh, we talking about Cam talking right now about the deal when he with Nike and Jules Santana, we sued Nike over Jules Santana, using Jules Santana music in a commercial, and without clearing it and doing all the stuff that he's supposed to be doing, and trying to lowball Jules Santana. Sharon, what's up, my boy? You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at right now. He speaking on his career, how the things he done and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? How he started a podcast. Him and Mace. He talked about Big L a little bit, not too much. He spoke on Big L. You know how you always speak on Big L. Yeah, we at that right now. Let's get it. Double tap the screen. Get them likes up for your boy. You know, for sure.
This deal. There's
Right.
things that are emotion and things that we could do.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Dion's a good business partner, man.
So the 6 o'clock showdown, right? That's something that you used to do to get people to get active in the morning. What made you start that?
What you mean, like on the tour bus?
Yeah.
When we used to have
Get
them
people to you get people to battle
so
every
like-
day, starting at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I think it's the 5 o'clock showdown. I think you're talking about when I used to have people battle on the bus.
Yeah.
So nothing, it's just friendly competition, because to me that made everybody better. Like, so basically, just for audience sake, what you're saying is that when we was on tour, I used to have everybody at a certain time on the tour bus battle each other every day, just to keep everybody sharp. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to realize when it comes to Jewels, Jim, JR, Harrell, those were the people. I don't think Harrell was there. I think Harrell was in jail. I'm not sure. But anyway, I didn't battle with them. Me and Mace and Blood, God bless the day, we used to go around battling niggas, and that kept us sharp. You know, and then we ended up having to do songs, so on and so forth. And not only just battling niggas, you got to realize when you live in a neighborhood with Big L, Herb McGruff was out there all the time, Twan on the east side. We had a lot of niggas that when we came outside every day, it was almost like, let me hear something. Let me hear something every day. And if you ain't have something that day, the next day you had to have something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Just constant sparring.
Yeah, constantly. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point where you don't even want to go outside.
With real spitters too, so it's
Yeah,
like, damn, I'm the young boy.
Yeah, and like, you know, Big L used to be like, Killer, let me hear something. I'd be like, I ain't got nothing now. I'd be like, let me hear something. He'll have something. And then I would wait 2 days before I even go see this nigga, because I'm like, I got to make sure I got something.
Take the
So
long
now
way home.
I'll be driving, not driving, walking, and I'll see Big L and be like, you got something, Nate? I'll be like, yeah, nigga. So that's kind of what I wanted for them. You know what I'm saying? To put them in that zone just to keep them sharp. So that's kind of how the 5 o'clock or 6, whatever time it was, battle started, just to keep them on their toes and sharp.
Especially,
and having material.
Especially on tour, keeping everybody focused.
Yeah,
Like, listen, I need everybody here. I don't care what y'all doing. This is how we rocking. Bring your shit.
Right, and it's sad that I don't have the footage because we was recording that shit. You know what I'm saying? But our tour bus got raided, and they took everything.
Yeah, the good old days, right?
Yeah, they took all that stuff.
On the beginning of Old Boy, You said, just Blaze, you owe me. What did you mean by that?
Just Blaze, you owe me.
No, I wasn't on Oh Boy. It was on New York City because, and the reason I said that was because, so Just Blaze was at Roc-A-Fella before I was. And he's a dope producer, just a really dope producer.
Oh, yeah.
So for me, I really just, they already had their thing established, so I wanted to give everybody their props when I was there. So if I'm in the studio with Guru, I shout Guru name out. He was the engineer. Just Blaze, I shout Just Blaze out just to be a team player. And so I started saying Just Blaze name to me before Jay-Z was saying Just Blaze name. But when I said Just Blaze, you owe me on that song, is because that was the song me and Jay-Z was about to do, and we'd never done a song before. And what happened was that particular day, just really wasn't open towards being diplomats at first, because we kind of took the Old Boy beat, put it out there without his permission, whatever. So as we getting hotter, he's kind of opening up to us. So we're like, I go in the studio, he got a beat playing, it's the New York City beat. I'm like, yo, that beat is tough. So me and Jay-Z at that particular time, it was like a little tension in the studio and shit, nothing crazy. But we was listening to the beat, and Jay-Z pulled me out the studio to have a conversation with me, just to talk about how we should all work together and shouldn't be no tension in the studio, so on and so forth. So I'm like, nah, I'm with that. Let's go do this song right now then. And he's like, bet. So when I went in there, I said, Just Blaze, you owe me, because it's the first Jay-Z and Cam song ever. And he kind of just walked into that. It was mad spontaneous for all of us. So that's why I kind of said that.
Okay. You had office spaces in the Roc-A-Fella building, right? Mm-hmm. And I heard a rumor that there was an issue involving Jay-Z's parking space that caused an issue with him taking back the offices. Is that true?
I don't remember that. Nah, shout out to Karen Civil. I don't have no problem with her now neither. Me and her is cool, but it wasn't no parking spaces. First of all, where the office was at, it wasn't no parking spaces. It was a parking lot across the street. So you give your car to the parking attendant and they go park your car. So I don't know where that story came from, but as far as the offices in Roc-A-Fella, they were closets with cubicles in front of them. And what we did was, there's big closets. We just took all that shit out of the closets. It's posters and all type of shit, and we cleaned that shit out. Put desk in there, had the people that work in the building put a phone line in there, and hire people. So people like, how Cam get office? How Cam get the office? And it was like, y'all been in this shit for years. This shit been sitting here for however long y'all been here. We're observing the landscape. We seeing that this big ass closet, cause I fit a desk in it, chairs, all that. And then they already had cubicles in front of it. So some people was like, how did Cam get office? I kind of just took an office and made an office.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all wasn't going to do that.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't take the time to clean it out.
Yeah, so not shitting on them or nothing, but I'm just saying they was there before me. We just took the opportunity to make our own office. But as far as the parking space, it wasn't no parking space. It's on 50th Street. It's a parking lot across the street, so I don't remember that.
Yeah, that one sounds like a rumor.
Yeah.
Heard you wouldn't share the vending machine, some type of...
First of all, why would I not want to give the CEO of the company his parking spot? That just didn't make sense. That was not good business-wise. Not saying we was all on the same page, but what I look like saying to the CEO of the label, no, we're taking your parking spot. It wasn't no parking spots. It's a parking lot across the street.
When you talk about these things and how you
so the thing is this, bro. You see how that, if he never do an interview or something like that this never come out, that been a story for a long time, a very long time, of him taking Jay-Z's parking spot. And Jay was tripping on a parking spot. I thought that was the pettiest thing in the world, bro. I thought Jay-Z was the pettiest person in the world for tripping over a parking spot. And then I thought Cam was an idiot for messing with the boss parking spot. Like, you trying to get, that was dumb. Like, even though he's like, man, it's a parking spot, but it's like, damn, you dumb playing with bro. Like, that's his parking spot, bro. You can get him in his parking spot. Y'all falling over. Parking spot was the dumbest thing in the world. This man telling the story about even the parking spot, bro. I feel crazy. I feel crazy. I used to say this a lot. Oh, this nigga, he weird for a parking spot. They just broke up for a parking spot. And it wasn't even a parking spot. How dumb is that?
Moved forward in life. Like somebody coming into an office and taking over the space and building it into something seems like that's kind of what you've been all along. You don't hesitate. You make decisions, and whatever you set your mind to, it's like, I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do this. I'm thinking about doing a show. I'm gonna go do the sports show.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you got your music career that you want.
Excuse me.
What is it about you that has led you to attack life this way?
Because if you sit there and wait on it, it probably won't happen, right? Like, if I sit there and tell people at this time, like, yo, or if I go to people, right, and be like, yo, give me some bread for this. I want to do a sports show. They're like, what are you talking about? What do you mean do a sports show? Like, Cam, we don't know you from doing no sports. Why will we give you money to do a sports show? Sometimes you got to show people, because if you go to them with the idea, they don't necessarily see it. It's like, you go to the store right now, the grocery store, right, and buy chicken, but you don't know how delicious it's going to taste till you cook it. You know what I'm saying? You got to go cook the chicken first. So people don't understand that process. You know what I'm saying? So I just take it upon myself with, like, I'm going to do this instead of trying to get funding to do it, because it's two things. You try to go get funding to do it, they going to lowball you. Pause. So you can say, okay, we'll give you $50,000 for your show. As opposed, you shoot 10 episodes, 4 or 5 episodes, and could get $1 million. You know what I'm saying? It seems like, to me, when you go to people and ask for money. Now, when you build your cachet up and your resume up, and you'll be like, all right, this nigga know what we doing. We got some money for him. You know what I mean? But when you go with a new idea, they don't always necessarily know if it's gonna work, and I ain't got time for you to necessarily not know if it's gonna work or not. I'll just put it in motion, then I'll charge you quadruple what I would have asked you for in the beginning.
That's what they say. Sometimes you got to build it yourself.
Yeah.
You fuck around and wait on permission. As a rule for life, you know, business especially. Sometimes you can't wait on permission. Shit'll never fucking happen.
Right, absolutely.
So
yeah.
And is that how, like, you got to, because it is what it is. There's talks with Flea, and then you got a book deal, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so is that something that you had planned prior? Was this all part of the plan?
Shout out to my guy Charles. He works for Simon & Schuster. I always wanted to write a book, but it wasn't something that was on my schedule. And then the opportunity presented itself. I more or less want to do a documentary on what I've done over the years, and my mother and my father and my uncles and everybody else. 'Cause, like, a lot of people don't even know, like, my uncle owns Roscoe's. Like, people know Roscoe's from the West Coast, but that's really a Harlem nigga restaurant, franchise. And just wanted to show my bloodline and everything that I was created with from my family and all the steps. So I want to do a documentary, but I think doing the book's the first step before the documentary. So when the opportunity presented itself, it worked out good.
Does an Audible book come with it?
Yeah, I'm doing both.
Yeah,
don't let nobody read it. It got to be your voice.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
we'll see, man. But you know, Simon & Schuster, that's paperback.
Yeah. What made you decide to go to Hot 97 and freestyle 5 tracks live on air with Hell Rell and J.R. Writer?
Probably just, at that time, just doing something different. I know what you're talking about now. When just basically, I think everybody went to Hot 97 and did freestyles, but what I was doing was like, let's do a song live on radio, because nobody ever did that, like with a chorus, 16 bars, so on and so forth, because everybody goes to the radio freestyle during that time. So I thought that would be something different outside the box if we actually go make a song on the radio, but it's considered a freestyle. Just something thinking outside the box. Yeah.
And it's historical moments, though. You know what I mean? To be able to listen to, because back then it was different. Like, you'd have to get this content off of, like, You Mad or something the next day. The internet was completely different than it is today. Back then it's on Instagram or social media in 10 seconds. You know.
I don't even remember the internet that era. That's when you had to dub the tape and CD and all that shit. It might have been the internet, but you know, so much times before the internet as well.
Yeah. How did the second single off Purple Haze, I believe it was, Shake, with J.R. Writer come about?
I never made that a single, but nothing like my man South. He made that beat. He's a Harlem cat. I had to call him, matter of fact, for some reason. But his guy name is South. He's from Harlem. Shout out to South. He made the beat. The beat was fire. I did the song. And I just believe it was just one of them situations where I think I was closing out the album. And I had everybody on the album but JR at that time. So I just...
Everybody, good looking for the gifts. And y'all, you know what I'm saying? If I don't get y'all, my mom's gonna get y'all. Appreciate all y'all.
just wanted to make sure he got a slot on the album. But DJ Self the producer, really talented producer. Wasn't nothing too crazy about it. Just wanted to make sure JR made the album before it was over.
Yeah.
I think it was like number 19 on the album or some shit because I was closing the album out.
Yeah, I remember, like, for me, living in Buffalo,
Right.
J.R. Writer and Hell Rell used to come around a lot. They were always out there.
Right.
So I was always able to see them. I was really familiar with the music.
Right.
So I was interested in that time. Were you ever working on a album with Hell Rell?
Duet album?
It was, Uptown Boys, I believe it was?
Not that I remember. Hell Rell, what happened with Hell Rell, when he got out of jail, he, everybody kind of was in motion. So we had the Diplomat Project, which he was a part of. Jewels was signed to Def Jam. Jim had signed to Koch. And Hell Rell was never signed to me, and JR was never signed to me. They wanted to do a deal with this label called Baby Grand. And I didn't want to hold nobody's career up because I was like, if you wait, Jewel's project, or we see what's going on with Jim and Koch, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But they wanted to do a deal at Baby Grand, and him and JR, and I was like, go ahead, knock it out. You know what I'm saying? So that's where they took their solo careers to. After that, I can't tell you what happened. The SoundScan didn't do too well on their albums, and then it's hard to try and go back to the major label and convince them that you should work with them. But I remember I didn't want to hold them up, and they wanted to do their solo projects and not wait for anybody.
It seems like a common theme, right? We seen this back and forth between Gunplay and Ross,
Okay.
right? Where somebody's in the room and you understand what's going on, what people are looking for, where you could see their career trajectories go. Like if you listen to what I'm saying to you, you might be good, but if you kind of try to veer off, it might be fucked up. But then I'm gonna get the blame for it if it's me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I say no, don't do it, and something doesn't go well with your career, you're gonna blame it on me.
Right.
Was it really difficult working with everybody? Is that because you were a business man behind it?
Right.
Was that the most difficult process behind it?
It wasn't really difficult. It was just more about, I never wanted to hold anybody up, but I knew that if you go certain ways, it might not be no looking back. Like back then, the SoundScan really mattered. Everybody used to run and see what your SoundScan was, what you sold the first week. Oh, he sold 200,000 the first week. Oh, he sold 300,000 the first week. Oh, he sold 80,000. And if you didn't do a good first week SoundScan, a lot of people just kind of threw you away like, oh man, nah, this ain't really gonna work. This ain't gonna work, because SoundScan was really important. That's, for people that don't know what SoundScan is, that's the amount of sales that you sold the first week and the second week and third. Every week the SoundScan would come out. And when you don't do good on the SoundScan, that was more like, I'm trying to think of a comparison today, like how, everything's metrics today.
It's data. It's
your data.
Performance,
It did. Perfect example. But the record companies would look at it too and be like, oh, this didn't do well. I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? So to me, people didn't want to be patient and wait. And I get that. You want to keep up with what the rest of the crew is doing. I totally understand that. But it might hurt you in the long run. Yeah. So it really wasn't about hard pause or keeping up with everybody. It's more like just trying to explain to them, if you do this, it may not go your way the rest of your career.
What are your favorite mixtapes, the Dipset mixtapes, volumes? If you were to give me like a top 5, where would you say would you go with that?
I don't really remember. I mean, I think part 2 would be my favorite because we did it in a day. You know what I'm saying? We was on tour, and then, you know, at this time, it's kind of like when Nas came, said something slick about me, and we was like, damn, we love Nas, man. We don't want to really fucking come at Nas, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it was a fucking judgment call at the time, like, damn, what are we gonna do? So we decided to do it. But we did that whole mixtape, and one day we was on tour. I forget what city we was in. We left, went back to New York, knocked the whole mixtape out, and made it back for the show. So I would put that number 1 just because of the amount of work we put in and the zone we was in writing-wise.
You had to be fine-tuning.
Yeah, that quick and get that done to go back on tour. And then, of course, you put the original one out because to me, you know, K-Slay, RP K-Slay, he was on fire in the streets without us, I'm talking about. And then we started catching some being on different DJs mixtape, we was catching heat. So for us to come together and
let me see. 10,000 people, bro. Don't worry about nothing. I already got 10,000, so 10,000 people want to see him talk about what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? 200 of this motherfucker right now doing it up, so yeah.
do volume 1, that was really special too because K-Slay was hot and we was hot, and then we came together and did that. But those are the only 2 that kind of stand out. Everything else is kind of like a blur. We just started doing them shit. Yeah.
Speaking of Nas, there was a time when Nas got on air, Hot 97, was ranting about, you know, not being able to perform, dissing, and you were brought in as the replacement. How did the crowd receive you at that event?
It was cool. It was good. I mean, it wasn't crazy. It was a lot going on that day because it was replacements. I performed at a lot of summer jams, not a lot, about 4 or 5. And that one was good. It wasn't the best, but it was a lot going on. It seemed like that summer jam
Mike, for sure.
Probably for the ones I've been a part of, the most unorganized because Nas dropped out and somebody else came up and we had to come last minute. It wasn't just us. It was a lot going on. So it wasn't one of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember exactly how it went, but I know we've done summer jams that were way better than that. But it ain't like they booed us and no shit. They was cool to see us, but we done summer jams that was better.
Now another thing through research is was there a record that came from that? You not leaving the parking lot that day?
From what?
From that summer jam event.
What you mean?
Like, did that birth a record?
Yeah, well, the reason we did it is because Nas went on the radio talking about us.
Yeah.
Then we went and did summer jam, but we went back on tour. And then that's, well, I just told you, the whole part 2, Diplomat Volume 2 came out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So basically, the timeline is Nas diss us on the radio. The same day we go do summer jam. Then we go back on tour. And then probably 2-3 days later, we go back to New York, do the mixtape the same day, then go back on tour. So it was a whole mixtape birthed out of that situation.
That's fire.
Yeah.
When it comes to Dame Dash, do you feel like that is beyond repair? Because
Appreciate it, Mike.
I believe, like, as we grow, like, the childish beef is a childish beef. As you grow and things occur, you're kind of like, I'm going to just go do my thing, you go do your thing. Do you believe it's, like, beyond repair?
Probably so at this point. Like, my thing is no matter who if I grew up with you or especially Dame, you know, Dame done so much for me, you know what I'm saying, as far as music career is concerned, you know. He helped me get on Roc-A-Fella, so on and so forth, when I was in a bad situation, and I'm forever grateful for that. But my problem is with not just Dame, just people.
When I'm like, hey, you love this stuff, bro. You love this stuff. What I love. Mulan like, oh, love is so wonderful. Love is just the best thing in the world. Love is the beautifulest word to use. Everybody needs to love. She all in the middle just playing referee. Love.
In general, you know, regardless of what happens, I never take our problems to the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was really disappointed whether I speak to Dame or not, because Dame will say that on the internet, like, Cam just goes missing for 2 years, or he won't speak to me for 3 years, and I'll be like, all right, cool, I may need a break because I don't necessarily want to be in that atmosphere with you. But I'm really more disappointed at the fact that he took our problems to the internet, and then once I responded on the internet, it just spiraled because I didn't diss him, and it seemed like I got set up the way I looked at it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, he kept saying things about me on the internet, and I'm like, I'm just going to ignore it. Like, dang, what are we going here? Like, somebody would ask him about certain people like Kevin Hart or Jay-Z or this, that, that. He'll be like, yeah, Camron. And I'm like, they didn't even say my name, bro. Like, why are you throwing me in the spot? And they kept going on, little shit here and there. And I'm like, then they got to the movie about Arnold Rupp. And I was like, yo, bro, okay, fine. I don't like the movie. I didn't like it. And when I said that,
you struck a nerve.
It just went crazy from there. But to me, it looked like he lined me to do that. That's how I'm taking it. You keep throwing shots. Cam ain't do this. Cam ain't supporting this out. Cam ain't doing this. Cam ain't doing that. Like, Cam ain't support the movie. So now I finally say, okay, cool, I don't like the movie. I didn't like it. Kim is a pussy.
You gave him
Kim,
go.
Fam, as soon as I said that, Kim is pussy. And he do this and he do that. I'm like, damn, all this because I ain't like the movie, this nigga. And he just took that shit and ran with it. But I will say is this.
Love.
This is that I'm happy he did that because it felt like he had all this pinned up inside of him anyway, pause. Like, it felt like this what he wanted to do anyway. And it felt like the way it just exploded, pause, that he been wanting to get this out his system forever. So I'm like, I'm happy you can get it out your system. I didn't have no idea that you felt this way about me. And it was just a lot for somebody to say they didn't like a movie for all the personal stuff he went through. So once he went there, I got a little personal. Then it was a back and forth for a time. And then I'm like, yo, this shit is so whack because it's Dane. But then he was telling niggas that he lit off the algorithm. And he like, nah, nigga, I'm lit right now. And I'm like, lit beefing with me? Like, that's how you want to be lit? And when I seen that, I was like, ain't no turning back because the internet already got him on a high.
Yeah.
So where you beefing with your man and then you tell niggas you lit, so.
Well, you know, it's also, I don't know him personally, but it seems like there would be no means to an end. Yeah. So it's like, how long we gonna do this for, bro?
Right. Yeah, with me, I'm out of it. I wish him luck. I hope he does well, but, you know.
Do you still see him as an OG? Or did that shit fuck it up? Like, did it fuck up the image?
See, one thing with me is this, and that's what a lot of niggas try to do. Even him to a certain extent is rewrite history. And I don't rewrite history, regardless of you help me out, you help me out. And if you got me out a bad deal, help me get out a bad deal, cool. If Mace took me to Biggie's house, Mace took me to Biggie's house. But for me, I'm start arguing after that or not. I don't try to rewrite history. And these niggas be trying to rewrite history, and I'll be like, damn, just because you're on the same page, you try to discredit what actually happened. So I wouldn't necessarily say OG, but he's a elder statesman, I would say, that helped me get to where I'm at in life today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I would never take away the credit of him helping me get off Sony, put me on his label, end up going platinum, help me get the Diplomats off the ground, putting me in the movie Paid in Full, helping me start a clothing line, giving me my own first sneaker. Like, none of that is ever gonna be discredited because I'm so appreciative of what he's done for me. But it's just for me, if me and my man is beefing, or not even beefing, arguing, don't see on the same page, I'm not running to the internet to talk about me and my nigga not speaking. I'm not, me and PT right now start speaking for 3 weeks, which we not. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, and this nigga PT, he don't be picking up the phone. Oh, suck ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not running on the internet doing that. I'm just gonna call him like, yo, what's up? What's the problem? I'm like, yo. And he might tell me, no, I don't like that shit you did, and then we could fix it. I don't know. I don't do that with my niggas until they do it to me. Pause, and then I gotta defend myself.
And you seem like, right, here's a shit that most people don't talk about when it comes to urban culture, hip hop, and everything, especially on top of that being a man. I recall you once saying that you used to just run up to Dame and randomly give him a bag off of deals you made.
Yeah.
Right, so the love was genuine. When those things occur as a man, does it bother you? Does it hurt you though? Like, damn, like you know, mental health, like, you know, we deal with shit too.
Nah, at this point, nothing surprised me. So, not really. Like, you know, I'm more surprised than hurt. Like, bro, because you know what you know what I'm hurt about? I'm hurt for them because they don't know how they be looking. You know what I'm saying? And I be like, yo, bro, you really have no idea how you looking. And I get more disappointed, like, who's around you that you're not telling you
You're bugging right now.
that you shouldn't do this interview till you get teeth. Like, who's not gonna tell you that? Like, I'm mad at that. I'm hurt about that.
I'm mad for you.
Yeah, like,
I ain't mad at you.
nobody told you this wasn't a good idea till you get a patch off your eye and teeth in your mouth that you should do this interview. I'm hurt about that. Who you be around that okay this? Because I don't care if I'm around them and that's going on with somebody else, I'm going to knock all the cameras down, the lights. You're not doing this, bro.
Yeah.
You're not going to do this. My nigga. I can't let you do this. So I'm more hurt about that than anything else.
Whatever happened to the Best of Both Hoods album that you had spoken about and worked on with Jaheim?
I can't tell you. I don't know. Maybe some label issues or something like that, or maybe just, I don't know. I can't remember. But it wasn't no problem with Jaheim. I think it was just maybe time issue or label issues or so on and so forth. But we never got it done. But Jaheim, every time we needed him, he came through. So big shout out to Jaheim.
Shout out Jaheim for real. That's like the whole, like, I'm telling you, I'm gonna go end up taking a ride, listening to all the old school shit.
Yeah.
Did Drake ever give you back that pink fur?
Drake, nah. Drake has it in his museum, but if I need it, I could get it. You know, it's one of them shits where he got a couple of my jackets, but I told him my shits just be collecting dust in the crib. So I'm like, yo, he got a museum in his crib, so he got it in his museum, and I told him if I need it, it'll be on standby if I need it. But I'd rather the people come through to his house and see it, and then it just in my closet. But thing about the pink fur, I had 3 of them, so I always got an extra pink fur because I bought 3 of them shits because that pink fur became its own person. Like, it's time when niggas want the fur without me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, right now the museum in the Bronx is asking me, could I give one of them to them for the hip hop museum in the Bronx? So, no, just saying. Fire. Yeah, I'm just saying in general, they'll sell car service for that shit and all type of shit. They like the jacket, but
it is one of those pieces you see like Hard Rock. You see Michael Jackson with the you know, they got the whole thing.
Yeah. So.
Is that Pap that's working on that hip hop museum? I know he was working on a hip hop museum with somebody.
I don't know that my publicist called me and asked me. I don't know who's running it.
Yeah, I know he was working with something. We had a conversation when he was telling me about that. What about the pink Nextel? It's funny, we were just talking about this earlier today about the Nextel phones. Sure. If we could get Nextel, do you still have that pink Nextel?
Nah.
What about the Jeff Hamilton diamond covered jacket that you had?
Drake got that.
He got that too?
He used both my jackets at the shows and then they left. But he called me, we talked about it, like, not on no stealing shit. Like, that's my name. Like I say, I'd rather them shits be in his museum than just sitting in my closet. But he got that one too right now.
I'm still tripping over the fact you said Drake got a museum.
Yeah, he got a museum.
That boy ain't playing, man.
He got like Pharrell skateboard chains in there.
I'm thinking like Allen Iverson sleeves. Yeah, like you gonna have some shit in there. Like,
yeah, exactly. He got all that shit.
Boy, for real.
Now, by the time people get to see this, the interview would have dropped between you and J. Cole.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a moment that I was talking to PT earlier, and I'm like, I kind of feel like the way both of them operate, that was always going to end up working itself out. But what was it like sitting down with them and having a conversation?
It was cool. It seemed like he needed to get a lot off his chest as well. So it wasn't nothing crazy. It was like, you know, because me and J. Cole, not saying that we be going out to the club and anything like that, but when we're on the phone, we have great conversation. I respect him as an artist. He respects me as an artist. So to me, it was really dope because he had a lot of things to say that probably wasn't asked to him, or if they were asked to him, he didn't want to answer them at that point. Because before the interview started, I asked him if it was anything that he didn't want to talk about. He said, I want to talk about everything. So I asked him everything. So it was dope.
That means he was genuinely ready.
Yeah. Right. He didn't take nothing out the interview. He didn't want to edit anything. So
That's tight.
I asked him all the questions that people really want to know.
Yeah.
I like how y'all did the skit, like, oh, shit.
He had to sell it, man. He had to sell it. Yeah.
But it's dope that to see the two of you together, because I know, like, it's wild the way you drop it. Like, you already got those clips out that are lighting up.
Yeah.
That we already know the conversation's gonna be
right.
You really dropped the questions that I'm waiting. Like, you put them out early. You know what I mean? That's the ones that we're like, I wonder if he's gonna ask that. It's like, just so y'all know, it's already out there. We asked that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely got to, man.
After having that conversation with him, do you feel like he was improperly judged for the apology, being a hip hop head, or that just comes with the territory?
I think that he don't care what nobody thinks. I think as long as he's happy with himself, not saying he don't pay attention what his fans are saying, but I think it comes from within, before he can make anybody else happy, he has to make himself happy. And if he's happy with his decision, and then you are one of his fans and don't agree with his decision, that's on you. But to me, he's very spiritual, and whatever makes him happy, that has to be first. And he wasn't happy with trying to go back and forth with Kendrick. So he just wasn't in a good space. Not only that, he said that, you know, it's just bad timing because he had Kendrick on 2 songs on his album that he's about to drop.
Yeah.
So I think that it wasn't about anything else but making himself happy.
Yeah. On the What If record that he dropped, he kind of role-played as Pac. Well, he didn't kind of. He role-played as Pac and Biggie. And if you hear the record, you could clearly tell that he's speaking about his situation that went on. Like, what if it went another way? I recently heard you talk about how you don't really live with regrets. If you regretted any scenario, you named a specific one. But do you wish, all in all, that everybody just handled shit differently so you don't have to deal with all the bullshit? Because I know it has to be exhausting. Like you said, you really don't want to fuck with interviews because you do interviews, you're speaking on shit that you really don't give a fuck about right now, or you already said 100 times. Right. Do you wish all that shit was handled differently?
What shit are you referring to?
Just in general, the shit with Jim, the shit with Dame, you know, all the situations that went south over time.
I mean, not necessarily. You know what I'm saying? To me, you could sit there and look back at some things you could have done differently and say, maybe it shouldn't have went like this. You know what I'm saying? So some things I'll sit there and say, I could have handled this differently. But at the end of the day, it's just like, you can't sit there and dwell on it. You know what I'm saying? And
Sneaker hoodie, you up? This nigga old nigga, he up. This is past his bedtime. He probably woke up, take a piss real fast, so he see nigga lie. Oh, he lied.
That's why I kind of love where me and Mace is at, because it's like, I made mistakes dealing with Mace too, and it's cool enough for him to say, Cam, I'm over that shit. And us being in this place now, I don't know if everybody's big enough for that. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why the fact that y'all were able to mend things is a testament. It shows that it's possible.
Right.
That you got it in you to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, look what happened with Cousin. Y'all know what happened with that. So it's up to y'all. It ain't just on me.
Well, the thing about it is, you know, just to answer your question, you can look, because I don't be paying attention what niggas be doing unless somebody send it to me and they'll be like, yo, look at this, look at that. You can look at people's energy today and can tell that they're not there yet.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? When you look at certain people, they don't look happy. They look mad all the time. Everything they doing looks upset. You know, so you're sitting there with certain people, and I'm not naming just one person, I'm talking about a few different people. And you look at them and you're like, you can't fix this no time soon because you're mad. I'm not mad. You know what I'm saying? And if you're angry and you're still throwing shots and still talking shit, it's no way it could be fixed. Not for me anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because you still are angry. You can sit there and say, when my name get brought up, you can see their body language. They can't sit still in the chair. They start moving around and doing all type of shit. So I'm like, it's not to a place for them where it's fixable. And maybe they don't want to fix it.
Yeah, and it's growth and understanding
Right.
with that. You know, it's you couldn't have really said that any better because that's really the truth behind the entire scenario.
Yep.
And most scenarios that people are dealing with, if you identify it, you know it, being the bigger man allows you the opportunity to be like, I ain't got to waste no time on that shit. It is what it is.
Yep.
No pun intended, you know what I mean? But what is your plan now? Now we got It Is What It Is locked in, Talks with Flea is locked in, the book is locked in. Are you still trying to find new ways to challenge yourself?
I got some plans coming up, but I don't want to talk about them until they locked in. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Ain't going nowhere. Talk with Flea, we're not going nowhere. But I got something else that I'm about to do that's outside the box that nobody's done yet. No, not saying nobody's done. Nobody's done in a long time. But I don't want to say because then people will be looking for it, and if it doesn't happen in the next month or two, they'll be like, oh, I thought you said you was going to do this. But I got something planned in the next few months that should be really outside the box that people will enjoy.
That's dope.
Yeah, don't let people buy them copyrights up before you,
Yeah,
before you get to it.
Exactly. Yeah.
One of the final questions I got for you that was random was in the 357 video back in the day. Did you and Mace use stunt doubles?
Yeah, it was some stunt doubles for some of them shits. Yeah, it was definitely some stunt doubles. We was young enough not to use stunt doubles at that time, but
Fuck all that.
yeah, but you know, unshot that video. He had stunt doubles on deck and everything else, but yeah, it was stunt doubles.
I did an interview with shout out to Un.
Shout out.
It was dope. You know what I mean? Like it was honestly a different interview. I'm out in Philly. He came out to Philly. We sat down. We had a dope conversation.
Yeah.
I knew he had some shit to get off his chest. He was like, ask me a question. I was like, I ain't even gonna ask you shit. Just go. You know what I mean? Say what you gotta say.
Right.
And you seen him be able to go out and get a lot of shit off his chest. When you see that shit coming from everybody else and finally getting their voice out, or getting the words out of attention, do you feel like it's good for them, or just keep that shit, like leave it alone?
I mean, it depends on what you want to put in the universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends. Because then, like, for instance, right? And I'm just using this as an example, right? Let's just use Dame and Jay-Z, and I don't mean this in a bad way because I know Dame will sit there and go crazy. Even if I say it, he's still going to go crazy. Dame and Jay-Z beefing, right? For how long now?
Too long.
Years, decades.
Right. Is Jay-Z really beefing?
Absolutely.
No, he's not, right?
Yeah.
He's just ignoring niggas.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant by absolutely.
Right.
I get your point.
So the point being is you're really fighting by yourself because the nigga's not paying you no mind. He's going on the gold party. That's for after the fucking
Oscars?
the Oscars the other night. He's doing the Super Bowl. He has Rock Nation Sports. He's working with niggas not arguing with you. So you're really up here talking about niggas to yourself because it isn't like you're gonna get a response to niggas. So at the end of the day, it'd be like, let niggas fight by themselves, bro. Sometimes I just be having to say something, but I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, that's Harlem. That's Harlem all the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there because if you don't say nothing, it just
Paid in full with 50 Cent.
looks crazier the more you go on for years and years and years and years and years, and nobody ever responds. So that's what I'm trying to get to.
Now, after all that, right, being able to have hindsight and knowing everything that went on between you and Jay, were you able to look at it and be like, I get why he moved the way he moved?
Not really, because I mean I don't have no problem with Jay-Z neither. But you know, if you listen to Bleak in interviews, this is just the way this nigga is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just the way he is, man. So shout out to Jay, shout out to Warren. I spoke to Warren recently. Warren's my man. Warren's from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations to everything that they're doing.
And you recently just dropped a record outside. I forgot where you were outside of. Was that in Miami?
What's that?
The video you just dropped?
It kind of got leaked. There's a Michael Jackson record, but I ain't drop it. It got leaked and we couldn't clear the sample. So
Okay.
it's nothing crazy. But shout out to my man Banger from Connecticut. It's actually his record. He did that record and I jumped on it. But we was trying to get the sample clear and the sample couldn't get cleared. So we got some other music coming up.
And that's what I was getting to. Are you gonna, like, you got so much shit going on now. Obviously there's still that passion for music.
Well, not really. I love doing music. Like I'll do the freestyles on my show. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Seems like you shifted.
As far as like what it is now, I'm gonna put out an EP called Frederica, you know, honoring my mom who passed away. But it's more about, I found some artists that I like. I don't really like a lot of artists, you know what I'm saying? And some artists that I've been around that want to work with me. So it's more about showcasing them, and I'll probably be on a few tracks as well.
Now, my final question to you is, life is grand, and this is a question that we ask a lot of guests, and somebody like yourself would be the primary person, the ideal situation to ask this question. Out of a 0 through 100, because 1 through 10, like, it's not too much, where do you feel like you're at in the scale of life?
As far as
everything that you feel like where you should be, 0 here, you just started, 100, this is the end. Where do you feel like you're at in that scale?
Probably at 50, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot more to do. You've done a lot, but then there's still a lot more to do. Can I retire tomorrow and say, fuck it? Yeah, I could. But I'm still such a creative, and there's still a lot of more things. Like I told you, the shit that I don't want to talk about is just crazy because I don't want to be limited and put in a box. Like say what I told you about the sports show, nobody would have believed in the sports show or the talk show or anything else because they put you in a rapper box. But it's just a lot more that I'll have planned to do, so I'll rate it at 50.
When do you feel like you'll be at your 100? What does that 100 look like?
When you're in the box and go in the ground, you know, that's when it's over. So at the end of the day, I don't think I'll ever be at 100 while I'm alive because I'm going to be constantly working. Yeah. You watch sports, right? You see people like Bill Belichick. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm a sports dude. Yeah.
All right, so like you got Bill Belichick, right? You won 6 Super Bowls. You're considered the greatest coach of all time. Whatever. You end up leaving New England. Doesn't work out. 72, 73, 74 years old. You can't sit still. He still want to go coach. He going to coach in fucking North Carolina right now. So he probably went home and was like, what the fuck I'm going to do here? I've been coaching my whole life. I don't know what else to do. Yeah. So he's out in the field coaching at a college he probably doesn't want to be at. He probably wants to coach in the NFL. But to stay busy, to stay active, he'll take the job. So you got them people with that type of motor, that type of engine who's always going to have something that want to do. Quincy Jones, he worked till the end. That nigga was producing the tracks when he passed away last year, the year before last. So
yeah, I could definitely. Sports would have been like if we would have got into sports. Because I'm gonna ask you now. I got to cheek one more. You think that Bill Belichick, if he wanted to, he couldn't be in the NFL? Like you don't think somebody will really give him a job?
I don't know. I mean, I think he would definitely take a job now, today. But
yeah. I think he wants a lot of control. And maybe that was he was hesitant about working with specific teams.
I think that, you know, the way Bill Belichick came up over the years, I don't want to say he gave niggas his ass to kiss, but he's very shrewd. You know, one word answers to the media, one word, you know, even the tight treat his players. Wes Welk over the years, you cut Randy Moss after Tom Brady had his biggest season as a quarterback. You shunned Tom Brady and tried to bring Jimmy Garoppolo in early before Tom Brady's career is over. So I don't think he always has the best relationship, but he knows how to win. I think today, all the shit going on with his girlfriend, niggas is like, that bitch is running Bill Belichick life. I don't know if I necessarily want her coming up in my organization, walking on the field at halftime, telling Bill he got a phone call, whatever. Like, I think that's part of the reason. I'm not saying in the beginning he first left that NFL, but right now, that's giving Bill a big black eye on what this girl is doing as far as publicly just walking in between timeouts and all type of shit.
Yeah.
I don't think that's in his favor.
Yeah. Hell yeah. We could get into sports forever, but I want to say, man, I really appreciate you coming through. I know it wasn't simple for you to make it here.
Nah, man, I'm happy I made it, man. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it.
All right, my brother.
All right,
High life.
Much love.
Sign us off, my boy.
Yep.
Bless.
Oh, it's over, bro. What y'all think? How y'all feel about that? Can be this 1-2 step, like Sierra, like, you know what I'm saying? Bill Belichick, woman ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get back at y'all though, because tomorrow we gotta get the show, get this morning show going. Y'all check me out on the Slim Show in the morning times. Me and Pax, we got doing our morning show. You know what I'm saying? It's about Pooh Shicey tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Pooh in his case. You know what I'm saying? But I'll see y'all in a minute. It's your boy ODM Slim. Another other than I'm out of here. I'll see y'all in a minute, bro. Salute to everybody. What we do tonight? Let's see what we do tonight before I get up out of here. I like to show this because everybody hating on us. We did a little 14,000. Little 14,000, you know what I'm saying? We did a little 14,000 because we pray, we do it all. 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. 14 is a good number.